Good day, everyone. I'm Renz Mark Bakwetes. Today, together with Group 1, we'll be discussing about babyism. Before we begin, um, may I ask may I ask everyone to please settle down and prepare for a short prayer. Carlo, lead the prayer. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Carlo, for leading the prayer. Now, I will check the attendance. Anyone calling the name, say present. Sia. Okay, present. Carlo. Present. Mike. Okay. Hmm. Before we move to new class lesson, let us a quick review about last meeting. We talk about humanism. Anyone can recall? None? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Humanism focuses on human dignity, potential and creativity, and the belief of the people can shape their own future, encourages curiosity, critical thinking, and personal growth. This philosophy believes that education helps individuals become well-rounded and capable of responsible. So anyone now can recall the last lesson? Okay, very good. To begin with this new lesson, let me ask you, what comes in your mind when you hear the word behavior? Great answers. Today, we're able to learn why people behave the way they do. According to Baby-Reese, this will help us understand how behavior is learned and how can be changed and how teachers use this principle inside the classroom. Okay, now, what is Baby-Reism? Anyone? None again? Okay. Behaviorism is the belief of human behavior. It shapes by external stimuli. In simple terms, the environment or what happens around us influence us how we act or who we are. Behaviorism focus only on observation or observable actions, not emotion, not thoughts, not the mind. Because of this, teachers can measure behavior, um, measure behavior easily to performance, action, responses. Now, anyone can give sample of behaviorism strategies? Anyone can give behaviorist strategies. Sample, when they give rewards for a good behavior. Yes, Sia. Very good. That's positive reinforcement. Let's make a clap for Sia. Okay, ano nga ba ang what's positive reinforcement? Rewarding a desired behavior to increase it. Tandaan nyo yan, lalabas sa exam. Example, very good, Maria. Maria is completed your activity on time. At dahil doon, he's a stars, student will try to finish on time again because they like being rewarded. How about giving punishments or corrections for unwanted behavior? Yes, Mike. Not that one. Someone else. Yes, Sib. That's right. Negative reinforcement. Removing something unpleasant to increase good behavior. For example, if you submit your homework early, you don't have to do extra worksheet. Students behave well to avoid the negative task. According to this theory, learners respond to the what environment does to them, not to what they feel or think. Do you know we have three types of behaviorism? Number one, methodological behaviorism. Ano to? What is this? It is a normative theory about scientific conduct of psychology. It claims that the psychology should concern itself with the behavior of an organism, human and non-human animals. Psychology says should study only observable behavior. Mental states are not included because they cannot be measured. Second, psychological behaviorism. Psychological behaviorism is a research program within psychology. It supports or purports to explain human and animal behavior in terms of external physical stimuli, responses, learning, history, and for certain types of behavior, reinforcement. Yan nga yung nabanggit. That's recently talk about the positive and the negative reinforcement. Psychological behaviorism. Behavior is explained through external physical stimuli, responses, learning history, and reinforcement. Third, analytical, logical, behaviorism. Anyone can read. Number 3, none? Okay. Analytical or logical behaviorism. What is this? It is a theory within psychology philosophy about the meaning of semantics of mental terms or concepts. It says that the very idea of mental state or condition is the idea of behavioral disposition of family behavioral tendencies, evident in how person behaves in a situation rather than to another. Self-explanatory. It is how a person behaves in a one situation rather than to other. Mental states like beliefs or feelings are simply behavioral tendencies. In other words, the mind is defined through behavior. Next, behaviorism connections to what? Correct. Realism and materialism. Behaviorism connects to realism and materialism because this philosophy focus on what is real, physical, and observable. Samples. It is concerned with the existence of the things. Example, ano na to? Mga bagay na nag-exist. Tama. That's right. Realism education aims for complete living. Objects exist independently of the mind. Objects exist independently of the mind. Also, realism focuses on the relationship between object and the thought. Saan ito papasok? Dito sa realism is the theory of the thought holds the existence of objects is real. Relation between objects and thought. Next, materialism. Materialism is a reality explained by matter and motion. Mind and soul considered pre-scientific concepts. Ito, sabi nga dito sa like on our visuals, is the theory that reality can be explained by the laws of matter, motion, material matter exists. What this focuses on the material object, comfort and physical experiences, reject supernatural or spiritual explanations. In short, behaviorism believes behavior comes from physical, measurable experiences, not from unseen thoughts or spiritual forces. Ang sample na to, ghosts. The things that can't be unseen. Next, we want to introduce the 3 key behaviories. Who's this? It's one of the fundamentals of psychology. Ivan Pavlov. Ivan Pavlov is known for his famous what? Dog experiment. Samples of this, he rang a bell every time he gave up food. Eventually, the dogs began to salivate. When they rang the bell, even there's no food, the dog will assume there's food on their plates. And what type of behavioricities? This type of learning called classical conditioning. Learning to assess through association. This is the example. Before the conditioning, ang condition stimulus, the dog is salivate. Condition response for the food. And then During the conditioning, the dog salivates thinking. When they hear the food, they have thinking about it. That's the salivation and conditioned response. Now, after behavior conditioning, the neutral stimulus, the dog, if hear the rungs of the bell, there's no stimulus, no salvation, no conditioned response. Why? Because the dog thinks it is a material thing, not the food. After conditioning, the dog, after the dog conditioning, the dog knows condition response, salivate in what? In ringing of the bell, because they think they have already food or having a food already when they hear the rung. Okay, next, sino to? Who's this person? John B. Watson's. John B. Watson's is known for Little Albert experiment. Watson's believed humans learn in the same way the animals do, through stimuli. In his Little Albert experiment, he conditioned a young boy to peer a while a white rat by pairing with a loud and scary noise. This shown that the emotions or actions of the reaction can be also conditions. What you call this? Watson's famously said, "Give me a dozen of healthy infants and I can train one of them to become anything, a doctor, lawyer, artist, merchant, even thief, regardless of talents and backgrounds." How he came up to this thinking? Because if this the boy mind's conditioned for the environment itself, it can shape the mind of the young boy, because the young boy have blank sheet on the mind, which is they can teach or learn things if they seeing those things around by its environment. If he's focused on that said field, like a doctor, lawyer, artist, etc., etc. Next, Ivan Pavlov's influence. Watson's work was based on experiments of Pavlov, who had studied animals' responses to conditioning. Like this experiment, the experiment of Pavlov on the dog. He became interested in the work of Ivan Pavlov, included a brief summary of Pavlov's work. In his major works, Pavlov believed, as Watson's letter emphasized, that humans react to stimuli in the same way. Pavlov on the classical conditioning laid on the foundation of behaviorism. The next person is B.F. Skinner. B.F. Skinner's known on his what? On what? Anyone? Operant conditioning. Skinners develop operant conditioning, which is learning through rewards and punishments. If a behavior is rewarded, increases what again? Positive reinforcement. That's correct, class. So the next thing is, if the behavior is punished, what it is? If decreases, what it is? Negative reinforcement. Very good, class. This method is commonly used in our school. It is used school setups, for examples, giving tokens, plus points or praise when they ask a task, or giving a instruction when they do the instruction of task, guided by the instruction given. They giving tokens. Example, if the teachers ask a student to buy something outside of the school, sometimes it give us praise, tokens, or in the if students create the visuals, they give plus points or excel on their something related to their what they call this, on their exams, they give plus points or explain something related to their topics. Summarization. Ivan Pavlov did experiment with the dogs, came up with the theory of physical conditioning. B.F. Skinner developed the theory of the operant conditioning. Ano ulit? But that's again the operant conditioning. It is use of consequence to modify occurrence from a form of behavior. And yet, John B. Watson's The Little Albert Experiments, he get credit for establishing the psychological school of behaviorism. Two types of conditioning. Operant conditioning, first described by Ivan Pavlov, a Russian psychologist. Focus is in voluntary automatic behaviors involve placing a neutral signal before a reflex. It is a method of learning occurs through rewards punishment. The rewards cause the increase in behavior, while punishments decrease the behavior. Classical, described by B.F. Skinner, American psychologist, involves applying enforcement or a punishment after behavior, focuses on strengthening, weakening behaviors, natural reflex of course of stimulus. Techniques of classical conditioning are used today, treatment for phobias and anxiety. Operant conditioning, learning through consequence. Let's talk about operant conditioning. Operant conditioning is very different because it involves choices and consequence. It is some kind of learning of behavior. It will increase if it is rewarded. Rewarded. Okay. Operant conditioning is very different because it involves choices and consequence. It is kind of learning behavior. It will increase if it is rewarded, and it will decrease if it's punished. In short, we learn because what happens after we doing something. Sample of this, we learning about experiences. For example, in the classroom, if the student earns tokens for good behavior or they are more likely to behave well again, this is because the consequence, the reward, encourages the behavior. But if the student loses a privilege for breaking a rule, they are less likely to repeat that behavior. That consequence discourages it. Operant conditioning is voluntary, controlled by the learner, based on the rewards or punishment. Active. Active, the person must do something before the consequence. Again, sample of operant. In animal training, a trainer might utilize classical conditioning by repeated pairing sound of clicker with the taste of blood. Eventually, sound of clicker alone begin to produce same response of the taste of food. Classical. In sample, in classroom setting, a teacher might utilize operant conditioning by offering tokens, which is involved positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. This is image explains how the operant conditioning and classical conditioning. Classical conditioning associates an involuntary response in a stimulus. Where they're hearing a sound, they think they have already a food. Operant conditioning associate involuntary and a behavior and associate a voluntary behavior and consequence. The rat keep pushing the tab that signaling they are food. They have a food. Key differences: classical conditioning, involuntary automatic responses, stimulus to response, passive, no incentive needed. Operant conditioning, voluntary behavior and consequence, active, rewards or punishment are essential. Teachers have conditioned to sit straight, to be quiet, look straight, physical punishment when students emotionally disturbed, and conditioning. It is a way to develop a step-by-step program through rewards or punishment. Any questions? Any questions about our topic, behaviorism? None? Okay. Again class, let's summarize the difference in a simple way. Classical conditioning, learning to association, involuntary automatic reactions. The learner is passive. Sample nito, a dog salivates when hearing a bell. Sa operant conditioning, learning through a consequence. Voluntary behaviors, the learner is active. The example of this, students earning tokens for good behavior, which is the positive reinforcement. Okay. Group activity. If there's no questions, let's proceed for our group activity. Class will be divided into 5 groups or 5 members. Each group will choose one. It's either classical or operant conditioning. What are we going to do? You will create a drawing or mini poster showing your chosen conditioning type. Write a 6 to 8 sentence, a very story explaining the scenario, how you understand our topic. Afterward, group will present their story in our class. Okay, go to your specific groups and do this activity. Also, we have assignment for before we proceed to activity. Hear me out first. Assignment for our assignment. Answer the following briefly. Maximum of 4 sentences per item. In your words. In your own words, explain. What have you understand? What is behaviorism? Give me a real life example of classical conditioning in your own experience before. Also give one a real life experience for operant conditioning. Okay, proceed for your group activity. The submission of this activity is the next meeting. Any questions before we end our discussion and our class today? None? Okay, guys. Class, thank you for listening and great job for everyone. Let's end our discussion for this topic, behaviorism for this day. Class dismissed.